I would now like to call Mr. Shigeru Akaiwa to come and give his presentation, please.
Good afternoon. I'm Shigeru Akaiwa from NEDO. Today, I'm delighted to have an opportunity to talk about our demonstration project. We have carried out demonstration project in Slovenia to promote the introduction of renewable energy and to address various energy issues in cooperation with Government of Republic of Slovenia. Today, I will introduce our smart community demonstration project in Slovenia. I would like to begin by telling you about a quick overview of Slovenia, and then I will talk about the project. The Republic of Slovenia is a part of Balkan Peninsula and bordered by Italy to the west. Slovenia has long been a transport hub in Europe and joined the EU in 2004. The capital city is Ljubljana. The population is only 2.1 million. Slovenia's main industries are transport equipment like automotive, electronics, pharmaceuticals, metal processing, and tourism. Look at the pictures. Aren't they beautiful? All of them are taken at our demonstration site. The two on the left are the city of Idoria. The mountainous city lies roughly 40 kilometers west of Ljubljana. As an alpine town, Idoria city pursues protection of the natural environment of the Alps in Europe. They aim to develop renewable energy. The two on the right are BTC City, a commercial complex in the center of Ljubljana, attracting 21 million visitors a year. Around BTC area, there are manufacturing factories requiring high-quality power supply. Now, I would like to talk about the background of the project. Renewable energy integration, such as solar PV, is challenged in Slovenia, since Slovenia has a target of 8.2% share of solar PV in gross final energy by 2020. Also, shortening the power outage time is a challenge, since some areas are suffering from frequent power outages. The need for infrastructure upgrade is also rising, since the power demand in Slovenia is increasing, while the power lines are aging. Now, a low initial investment and operational cost is required, since distribution companies in Slovenia is relatively small scale. Reserved capacity and regulating capacity is also required, since Slovenia is currently facing shortage of power generators for the frequency adjustment, and also lacks secondary reserves due to generators' deterioration. Protection of critical factories like hospitals against power outages is another challenge, since Slovenia experienced huge power failure in 2014 due to a severe ice storm that caused transmission network failures, affecting the whole country. Damages from voltage dips by snowfall, lightning strike, or other natural disasters also have a serious impact on large consumers like factories and need high quality power. So, what we plan to achieve in our demonstration project against the backdrop. To address issues associated with the distribution grid, we aim to improve voltage profile, heighten the quality of supply, and provide electric power to important load in case of large-scale power outages. We also aim to secure additional capacity for ancillary services. To achieve those objectives cost-effectively, we aim to minimize capital expenditure and operating expense, and also to achieve multi-functionality. Furthermore, through this demonstration project, we also aim to improve Slovenian consumer awareness of energy efficiency, as well as standardization in the country. So this is a summary of our project. 6 years project, starting in 2016 and completing in 2021. The total budget is about 3 billion Indian rupee. More than 30 companies and organizations are involved in our project. NEDO has built a partnership with Slovenia's Ministry of Economic Development and Technology and Ministry of Infrastructure. Hitachi, NEDO's interested party, has cooperated with ERAS, the state-owned transmission company, and carried out the project. ERAS is engaged in project in cooperation with Slovenian local distribution companies, municipalities, and large lot users. Now, I will start talking about more details about the project. This is a system overview of a distribution management system, DMS, and advanced energy management system, AEMS. In this project, the system we have developed is cloud-based. It means we can offer services to multiple distribution companies by only one system, minimizing initial investment cost of each company. The cloud system is physically disconnected from others, so each distribution company is not able to access the system or information of other companies. In the following slides, I will talk about the system in more detail. As for DMS, we will offer 4 services to DSOs, distribution system operators. Based on the data obtained by sensor switches set on the grid, DMS will visualize all the information of the entire grid. This is a first function. Second function, DMS will optimize the voltage by controlling voltage regulators based on the visualized information. Third function, when a grid fault occurs, DMS locates and isolates the faulty section from normal sections. Then, DMS restores normal sections afterwards. Executing all of those procedures automatically, DMS enables to shorten the length of power outages. And fourth function, linking with the demand response system, DMS will control demand during peak demand times to address grid overload. As for AEMS, linked with battery energy storage system, installed on the consumer side, AEMS provides 3 services such as islanding, which is autonomous operation during grid failure to protect critical factories against huge power outages. Voltage dips mitigation measures and ancillary service for transmission system operator. Those multiple functions will offer services with more economic benefit to customers. The demonstration will be carried out within the management areas of 4 surveillance DSOs. Now, I will briefly show equipment introduced to each of the areas. One of the locations included a server room for the DMS and the AEMS are set up. Crece is where TSO's substation and IT network facility between the TSO and each of the DSO are located. In Slovengradic, we aim to reduce the length of power outages by 50%. The DMS and the sensor switches newly installed to the grid will automatically and remotely recover the normal sections, eliminating the need for on-site visual inspections. Therefore, we are confident of achieving this goal. In BREG, we aim to achieve 95% of voltage within a plus minus 10% range of the standard. We will obtain real-time data at the key point on the grid by operating DMS, the sensor switches, the measuring devices, and the transformers with voltage control function. Thus, we will be able to maintain appropriate voltage on the entire grid. These technologies will work efficiently when large-scale solar power is integrated. In Putui, we will confirm the effectiveness DR in reducing the peak load by 10%. Here, we provide a home energy management system and direct load control devices to 100 customers and held many orientation sessions. As a result, more than 800 customers participated in DR, including customers participating via email. Later in this presentation, I will show you the demonstration data. This is Idoria, a city in the Alpine area. We will install a 1 megawatt hybrid battery to a hydropower plant in Idoria to verify the technology for ancillary services and islanding. Collaborating the AEMS and the DMS, we will offer ancillary services to address standby consumption and to feed critical loads in case of major power outages. In Ljubljana, we will install a 4 megawatt battery to BTC's warehouse. In addition to verifying technology for ancillary services and islanding, we are demonstrating mitigation measures against momentary voltage drop for a factory. With the AEMS and DMS, we can utilize a multifunctional battery, and thus we will be able to operate the installed equipment more efficiently. Now, I would like to talk about the project progress at this moment. As for DMS, all equipment are installed and development of the functions and system were completed. We started the demonstration in the middle of October last year. As for AEMS, project has just started. Finally, I would like to show some result of DR demonstration data. We carried out DR test one day in the evening during the weekdays. the peak demand for this type of days is usually around 800 kilowatt. By demand response, we have successfully reduced the demand to 550 kilowatt by 70%. This is a power demand chart of a weekend. On weekends, although the peak demand is usually over 900 kilowatt during daytime, we confirm the reduction in the peak demand to 600 kilowatt by 67%. We are now obtaining demonstration data on voltage control on the grid. We believe the effectiveness of the system through this demonstration project, and the findings will be widely shared and utilized not only in Slovenia, but also in India and many other countries worldwide. Before closing my presentation, let me introduce one example of adaptation of the DMS system in Japan. I originally worked for Kyushu Electric Power Company. By the feed-in tariff policy, the more and more renewable energy, such as solar power, has been introduced in Kyushu area. And Kyushu is the most advanced area in terms of renewable energy adoption. Kyushu Electric Power Company is dealing with mass introduction of renewable energy, implementing the DMS, which we just showed today. I believe DMS is effective and practical in India as well. I hope my presentation will be helpful for you all. Thank you.